Hey guys, and thank you so much for joining me for this very special video. Today I have the pleasure to review the latest addition to the new Whispers in the Garden Noir collection by House of Sillage. I feel extremely honored and happy to introduce Whispers of Seduction, the fourth and the last masterpiece that will join the seductive Whispers in the Garden Noir collection by House of Sillage on September 17th. I feel very excited to film this video, not only because I'm the first person who is allowed to share this fragrance with you, but also because from the very first spray, I have fallen in love with this fragrance. A huge thank you to House of Sillage for sending me this beautiful masterpiece and for allowing me to share in advance this beautiful fragrance with you. I think that with Whispers of Seduction, House of Sillage managed to create a distinctively irresistible and adventurous blend with a sweet, effervescent charisma. When I smell Whispers of Seduction, I think of an imaginary nocturnal flower that blooms throughout the night and slowly reveals its intoxicating aroma. Now, if that sounds interesting, and if you love luxury beauty and fragrances, be sure to subscribe and join this amazing beauty community that we have here, and stay until the end of this video because I'm going to do a full review of this new fragrance from the House of Sillage. And since I'm going to do a full review, be sure to check out the description box for timestamps so that you can easily navigate through this video and go to the part of the video that you want to watch. Since Whispers of Seduction is the first fragrance from the Whispers in the Garden Noir collection that I'm reviewing on this channel, I would like to say a few words about the collection as a whole. For those of you who are new to my channel, or for those of you who are new to House of Sillage, I wanted to introduce you to the Whispers in the Garden Noir collection. The new Whispers in the Garden Noir collection has been created as the seductive counterpart of the well-loved Whispers in the Garden collection. The original Whispers in the Garden collection by House of Sillage features 7 floral fragrances. Each of them carries a powerful message of what truly matters in life: truth, strength, innocence, admiration, enlightenment, guidance, and time. These fragrances are all extraordinarily beautiful, luxurious blends of rare flowers. Now, Whispers in the Garden Noir collection features rare flowers combined with leather and sweat notes. For the first time ever, House of Sillage are introducing leather notes into their fragrances. Whispers in the Garden Noir collection features 4 fragrances: Whispers of Truth Noir, Whispers of Temptation, Whispers of Enchantment, and Whispers of Seduction, the latest addition to the collection that is going to be released on September 17th. And I have been invited to attend an Instagram live with House of Sillage to reveal this fragrance. I'm so excited about that, and I would like to invite all of you to join us on September 17th at 9 a.m. LA time. I'm going to have all of the information in the description box, and also be sure to follow House of Sillage and Nicole Mather, CEO and founder of House of Sillage. Nicole Mather is actually also the face of the Whispers in the Garden Noir collection, and you can see all of her photos by following her account. Also be sure to subscribe to House of Sillage's newsletter. Now let's move on to the actual review, and first of all I would like to take a closer look at the packaging, and I'm going to give you close-ups of the bottle. When you start unboxing a House of Sillage fragrance, expect nothing less than perfection. The packaging is outstanding and breathtaking. So it opens like this. The fragrance comes in the classic House of Sillage packaging. Inside you're going to have an authenticity card and also a little microfiber cloth which you can use to polish your fragrance. And then let's take a closer look at the bottle as well. The bottle feels very luxurious, and the French fluted glass is finished to perfection. These are all handmade objects, and the cap is encrusted with more than 100 hand-placed Swarovski crystals. So you're getting a real piece of art here. On the top of the cap, you're going to see the typical for the Whispers in the Garden collection floral pattern. And if you take a closer look, what I love about this fragrances is that you can find a little bee among the floral pattern, and you can find a little queen bee, which is a great touch, and I always enjoy this very much. I always enjoy the little details of the bottle, and basically if you take a very closer look at the bottle, you're going to see that it's literally perfect, which is something that we don't see in the luxury world anymore. House of Sillage are producing their fragrances in France from start to finish. The bottles, the packagings, the juice that's inside, everything is produced in France, cherishing the old French traditions. And also all of their fragrances come in parfum concentration, or also the so-called extract. So their fragrances are the highest possible quality. They always use the most rare and the most expensive ingredients for their fragrances, and I'm going to get into detail in a minute when we're talking about the notes of this fragrance. But I just wanted to mention also that the caps of the fragrances are plated in precious metals, and this one in particular is 18 karat yellow gold, which is quite impressive. I'm going to show you also the inside of the cap. So here, as I tilt the cap, you're going to be able to see House of Sillage and Whispers of Seduction, and this is with all of their fragrances. Okay, here we go. Now it's focused, and you can see the 18 karat gold. It's really very, very luxurious. Now let's talk about the notes of this fragrance, and I have it sprayed here. I'm wearing the fragrance today, and I can't wait to share with you my thoughts on this fragrance. Now this is a very unique, easy to wear and seductive fragrance. In the beginning of the video, I mentioned that when I smell this fragrance, I think of an imaginary nocturnal flower that blooms throughout the night, because this fragrance is a very unique combination of caramelized oud, sensual orris, marshmallow, candied apple, and it has also the freshness of freesia petals. Now, this is a very sweet, intoxicating scent. It draws your attention immediately after spraying it. It is very easy to wear, it is very seductive, it's very sensual. I would describe this fragrance as seductive and audacious, but at the same time sweet and a little bit gourmand. And immediately after spraying it, I can feel a very strong power of attraction, and that's why when I first sprayed the fragrance and when I first tried the fragrance, I had to email House of Sillage immediately to congratulate them on this amazing release. They tend to use some of the most expensive ingredients in the world, oud being one of them, and here we have the caramelized oud, which is very soft. So I know that a lot of people either love oud or they don't like it. Here, even if you are not a huge fan of oud, I think you're going to fall in love with this fragrance, because this caramelized oud, it doesn't feel like, it doesn't feel sharp, it doesn't have the sharpness of the oud, but it's very seductive, it's very soft, it has a feminine vibe. And another note that I wanted to pay attention to, this one is orris. And I don't see very often orris used in fragrances, because this is one of the most expensive and the rarest ingredients in the perfume industry. Orris has been named to be more expensive than gold. So you can imagine that here you're getting a fabulous combination. This fragrance definitely smells expensive. It smells seductive. I think that this is a very easy blind buy also because of the softness of the fragrance. It is not too masculine and it is not too sweet. It is not too fresh. The freesia here adds freshness. I was wondering, what is that freshness that I can feel going on throughout the fragrance, and this is definitely the freesia. So I have to say that I first tested the fragrance and then I was able to read the notes of the fragrance, and when I saw orris, I immediately knew what attracts me to this fragrance so much. It is actually supposed to be one of the most seductive scents in the world. That's why probably it's so rare, it is so expensive, and it has been named to be more expensive than gold and the rarest ingredient in the fragrance industry. And for those of you who are not familiar with orris, it has a very unique scent. It feels a little bit like, it has a little bit of a fruity note, but it also blended with violets, and it has also a peppery note. It's not too sweet, it's not too fresh, it has that seductive power. It's a very powerful seductive scent, let's say, and also ancient Greeks and Romans used to use essential oils from orris. So you can imagine that this is an ingredient that has a lot of history. And oud, I think everyone knows how expensive oud is. It is, again, one of the most expensive ingredients in the fragrance industry. But as I said, even if you don't like oud, because sometimes I don't like oud in all fragrances, even if you're like me and you don't enjoy oud, you're definitely going to adore this fragrance because the oud here is so soft. And probably because it's a caramelized oud and it's blended with the candied apple, probably that's what is creating this unique vibe that I'm getting in this fragrance. But it's a very intoxicating, sexy, seductive candy, but not in a vulgar way. I would say that this fragrance is erotic, and it definitely is very provocative. It's very erotic, but it's not vulgar, which is something that I truly appreciate in fragrances, and I truly appreciate in the House of Sillage fragrances, that their fragrances are very well thought. They think about the packaging, they think about the bottle, they think about the story, they think about the person who is going to wear this fragrance. It's a fragrance that is suitable both for evening and for daytime, and it pairs beautifully with the other fragrances from the Whispers in the Garden Noir collection. So you can also use this fragrance for layering. So my final thoughts on the new Whispers of Seduction fragrance from the House of Sillage. I absolutely love this fragrance. I am in love. If you're looking for something that is going to seduce, and if you're looking for a fragrance that will help you to be noticed, because this is definitely a head turner, then definitely make sure to get your hands on this fragrance. I think that the price and the quality are absolutely amazing. You're getting a really expensive fragrance with the most beautiful packaging. And I have to say that actually this is one of my favorite packagings from the House of Sillage, because just that black top is so attractive and so beautiful to me, and paired with the 18 karat yellow gold, I think this is a piece that you can always keep on your dressing table, and it's going to make you feel happy. So way to go, House of Sillage, you created such a masterpiece. So be sure to join us during the live on September 17th, 2021. If you're watching this video before that, I would love to have you there. I would love to see you during our Instagram live. The Instagram live is going to be on the House of Sillage Instagram account, so be sure to follow them. Be sure to follow also Nicole Mother. She is the face of this gorgeous collection, and be sure to follow her on Instagram as well. I'm going to have all of the details in the description box below. I hope to see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to let me know in the comment section below what is your favorite House of Sillage fragrance. Take care, bye!